What is happening, y'all? On today's Tips Farm and Garden Tip Tuesday, I'm going to tell you about this super cover crop that you can grow in the summer that'll really help your garden out. What is happening, y'all? Jason over here at Cog Hill, and I'm fixing to tell you what I do next when stuff is played out in my garden, like this area right here. This was cucumbers. They're done. I've pulled them up. They're done. And so I don't want this to stay bare. So what could you do next? Well, I like to plant a cover crop. You may be asking yourself, a cover crop in the summer? There is a cover crop you can grow in the summer, and that is buckwheat. Buckwheat is a grain crop. It is so beneficial, so awesome, and does really well in the summer when it's hot. Usually when people think of cover crops, they're usually thinking of your fall, winter cover crops, rye and clovers and vetches. But buckwheat is a summer cover crop that works well when it's warm outside. And what's great about it is several things. It is so easy to grow right off the bat. I mean, I'm just gonna go through here with my Hoss Willie plow and just turn the soil over a little bit. My soil is super soft. Get some of the weeds that are here out. Once I do that, I'm just gonna come and just hand throw these seeds out right down through here as wide as path as I want. Then in no time, they're gonna come up. These things are super fast. They're gonna get tall fast. They're gonna flower fast. And that's the other thing that's so great about them is their flowers. They attract tons of beneficial insects and tons of pollinators. Now, buckwheat's not known for like a nitrogen fixer or anything like that. And it's not gonna give, I mean, when I'm gonna chop and drop it, so it's gonna turn into some type of organic material, but it's not a big fixer like most cover crops or when you think of a cover crop. But what it does is it does help the phosphorus level in your soil. But probably one of the best things is, besides it's gonna be beautiful when all you see these white flowers, but since it grows so fast, so thick, so dense, it's gonna keep the weeds out. Now, buckwheat is a grain crop. You can see the seeds right here, and you can actually grind it down and make your own flour out of it, but it would take a whole bunch of buckwheat to do that. Now, the key to buckwheat is to go ahead and chop and drop it about 2 or 3 weeks after it flowers. You don't want it to reseed itself because it'll just keep thriving where you plant it and just keep, over and over and over again. So then when you come to plant here, you might have a buckwheat weed issue. And what I'll do is I'll keep doing this as the summer goes on. My tomatoes are still thriving. They're just going crazy right now. This row of rattlesnake pole beans is just about played out. We've gotten a ton of beans off these pole beans. I love this bean, and this will probably be my go-to pole bean or snap bean from now on. But as you can see, this one's about played out. I can't tell you how many harvests we got off of it. But I'm gonna let some of these guys dry out on the vine, like so. And then I'm gonna come through and pull this up, and I'll plant that buckwheat through there. And I'll just do that all throughout my garden. Then when that's done, we'll reassess everything come fall time and see if we want to plant our fall garden, if we want to plant kale or greens or collards, or turnips, that kind of thing. We'll figure out where we want to do that at. Then in spots where we don't want to plant anything or we're not planting anything, we'll plant a fall cover crop. And we'll get into that later on in the season. Hey, if you've never grown buckwheat before, you ought to give it a try. If you want to know where to get the seeds from, check with your local co-op. Typically, they can order it for you. Or I got a link down below to Hall's Tube Company. They sell it as well. You can go check it out over there. If you've grown buckwheat before, I would love to know what your experience with it was. Leave it in the comments below. Hey guys, if you're interested in any Cog Hill Farm shirt like this UBU shirt, check out this link right over here. If you're new to the channel, like what you see, hit that subscribe button right down below. If you want to see more of our gardening videos and what we do here, check out this playlist right over here. I think you'll like it. As always, y'all be good.